Are you all doing great? That is so great to hear. Today, it's an amazing day actually because we have the mist out here. It's quite foggy and it's not that cold also. You know, it's we have quite a humid climate out here now. So it's really good. It's real good. But it's not good enough because I want to show you all what lies in front of me. Our amazing stock of cars. That's right. Oh, and right behind me is our hippie van. You want to take a look at it? Let me show you our hippie van. Let's turn this camera around. Alrighty. Oh, my bad. Oh, let's turn this around. There we go. Look at me, everyone. I mean, look at this. This is our stock of cars, our amazing stock of cars, which is seeing rapid expansion. You see this? And just right here as well. And then over here, we have our hippie van. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Transautomobile tax-free cars since 1973. And this over here is my magic carpet. The magic carpet that brought me safely to Antwerp. Our Transautomobile car. Here at Transautomobile, we look after all of our cars. And then over here, we have the Toyota Land Cruiser 70 series. Righty, everyone. Now over here, these are our stock of cars. So here, our stock is rapidly expanding with different vehicles from different car manufacturers, everyone. In fact, not too long ago, we also had some new deliveries of some very interesting new cars, I tell you, which scream value for money. But at the same time, some things which are very, very desirable in terms of the luxury, especially. You see this? Like the Lexus LX 600 just sitting right here. This looks nice. LX 600. Now, this particular Lexus LX 600 is armored. So it is quite a unique car in this sense, in our stock. And I kid you not, the door is actually quite heavy, literally. See this? So that's why we prefer to soft close the door. No slamming of doors here. And then this over here is the Lexus LX 600 with the Kuro package. Now, Kuro means black edition. And this is quite evident with the front grille, which is got the darker tone to it instead of the chrome. And then also there's no chrome trim surrounding the windows. It's all titanium tone or darker metal tone. It's quite nice. And then over here, we have the ZNA Rich 6. Now, I can definitely tell you about the price of the ZNA Rich 6. It's less than 19,000 euros. This is how good the value for money these pickups are. They're less than 19,000 euros. They're very well equipped. It's around a similar price, even less than the Mitsubishi L200 Triton GL, which is less than 20,000 euros. But I tell you that they are a great value for money. They're very well equipped. And it's very, very impressive. I'm very, very impressed with the ZNA Rich 6. I had a chance to drive these around, and they're quite nice to drive. You see the proud ridges of the bonnet. Kind of reminds me of that of a muscle car. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. You see this? The wheels, 6-spoke alloys. They look quite pleasant. And speaking of Mitsubishi, they're just right here in front of me. We have the Mitsubishi L200 Tritons. The GL over here. Now, the GL is the entry level. It's quite a sweet trim level because here I can see myself adding accessories to it, which is going to be very, very convenient. I can add off-road tires. I can also add a front bull bar. I can add a snorkel. I can do whatever I want. It's like a blank canvas. But if you already have something in mind, and you really just wanted to accept it the way it is, this is the Mitsubishi L200 Triton for you. This is the L200 Triton GLX. It's quite prominent with a painted front bumper and the alloy wheels. But let's say you want to go a notch up and you really want a lifestyle pickup. This pickup right here is for you. The Mitsubishi L200 Triton GLS. This is great. This is excellent. Now, Mitsubishi is becoming a very, very promising brand. In fact, they always were and they always will be. They have a reputation in the rallies. At least that used to be the case in the 90s. But make no mistakes, the rally spirit actually lives on to this day. You see this? Now this over here is the Mitsubishi Pajero Montero Sport. This is quite nice. And then over here we have an army of Suzuki Jimneys which have been sold. Yes, that's right. All these Suzuki Jimneys have been sold. They're just waiting to be given the green lights, and then they're going to be cleared away. They're going to be moved. I'm just going to see what country they're moving to. Okay, yep. There are some of them are moving to Tunisia, and then there's also other countries. Because sometimes, because there are many customers from Tunisia and Senegal who ask for the Suzuki Jimneys, so it's it's in very very high demand. Jimny models. And then also we have some brand new Land Cruiser 78 series, which are also going to get moving very, very soon. So this is going to be fantastic, everyone. There's also a Hilux Adventure over there that's going to get moving. And there, I forgot to mention earlier, just right over there in front is our Trans-Automobile Beast, our truck, the Scania truck. One of the best trucks in the automotive industry, guys. This is amazing. And then just right here is the 79 series. As a rule of thumb, 79 series always signifies pickups. So that's like Land Cruiser pickups, you see? Right. There's just something about this Land Cruiser 79 series I need to check, everyone, because there's some things I need to see. I think this one does not have the differential lock. Yes, that's right, because there's some versions that do have the differential lock, and there's some that don't. There's some that do have the snorkel, like this one. It has a snorkel, but there's some that don't have a snorkel. But each have their own purposes and advantages. So it's not like there's a compromise when one equipment is missing. Sometimes the lesser the equipment, the merrier. Because make no mistakes, having no differential lock means less weight and less complex engineering. So that's a plus. That's an advantage in this regard. And over here we have an army of Hias minibuses. That's right. The Hias minibuses are amazing. They're very, very hot sellers. A lot of people ask questions about the Hias minibus. They're actually one of our best-selling minibuses, along with the others. And then also we have the Toyota Coaster buses. In fact, they're just right there in front, next to the Suzuki Jimneys. They're further ahead over there. But let me show you all the army of Land Cruiser 70 series we have just over here. Let me show you all something really cool. This is going to be fabulous. Fabulous sight. See this? Now this over here is an army of Land Cruiser 70 series. Brand new. I must remind you all, we export only brand new vehicles. We don't export used vehicles of any kind. So you can rest assured these are all brand new, and they are 0 kilometers on the clock. These are not used at all. It's great. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because the stock will continue to see movement here. I wouldn't be surprised if, as a matter of fact, half of them are already sold and just waiting for clearances. Sometimes there are many procedures for movement of a vehicle. It's not necessarily from us, our side. Sometimes it's our customers have to have some clearances from their side. So it could. There are many different aspects to this, legal aspects to this. And for that, for further information regarding the legal aspects, please consult with our sales team, and we will be happy to guide you through. And then over here we have the Land Cruiser 79 series, which is the special edition. Everyone, this is the top of the range. It's with the chrome, with the alloy wheels, chrome side view mirrors, and strapping on the side. It is very nice. And then over here we have the 76 series. just right here, 76, which starts at around 40,000 euros. Now, as a rule of thumb, everyone, I want to inform you all that the Land Cruiser 70 series, all of them, start from around 40,000 euros or a little bit more. So it's, you see, as you can see, we have a variety of different models here. Some of them have the diff lock, some of them don't have the diff lock, some of them have the snorkel, some of them don't have the snorkel. And then also we did have the Land Cruisers with the free wheel hub. So free wheel hub is where you have to manually change something at the center of the wheel, and that's a very smart feature because when you're driving them, you don't experience the front tire wearing badly. So this is a really handy feature to be having, a really handy one, really good, real good, real good. And now I just have to check some things because we have some newly delivered Land Cruiser 79 series. And as you can tell, the Port of Antwerp is very busy. Here at the Port of Antwerp, there's been strong environmental initiatives, especially thanks to the windmill over there. And here at Transmobile, we're doing our part by exporting to you brand new vehicles. I repeat, brand new vehicles. That's right, everyone. I'm just curious about the chassis number of this thing over here because I think this was the one I needed. Not sure. Well, maybe not. I'll have a look afterwards. But yeah, there's just a lot of things happening. A lot of things. We have some more Land Cruiser 70 series. Like this one over here is the 78, which is a very popular version for conversions to ambulances or camper versions. Private owners would love to convert these into camper versions. I know that for sure. And like here at Transmobile, we converted the Land Cruiser 79 series, no, 78 series into ambulances. Just like this one here. And here at Transmobile, we can also enhance the vehicle. We can also add a center diff lock to your Land Cruiser 70 series, like we did for the 79 series. I was about to say ambulance, but we did do this for the 79 series. I remember we sold like many 79 series with the off-road tires, jacked up suspension, and then also we added a roof rack, like to this Land Cruiser 79 series sitting right here at the end. On this Land Cruiser 79 series, we added a lot of accessories on customers' request. That's right. The ambulance conversions were also done on customers' request. Look at these. Look at the wheels here. Look at the exterior. Now this is what I call a true beast. This looks amazing. See this? And then here we've added the ARB front bumper, which is a very reputed and respectable accessory for a brand of accessories. And then above, you also have the roof rack. Now I think it's a Rival. That's the name of the brand. And then towards the rear, we've also added ARB rear bumpers and the ARB accessory to hold the spare tire onto the back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's also another accessory mark called AFN. These are really respectable brands. Here at Transmobile, we try to make sure customers get the best of the and most durable of the quality of the materials. And just right here, we can add accessories to all your vehicles. Now, here in front of me, we have an army of Toyota Hiluxes. And just over here, we have the Hilux Pack Security single cabin. Now, the Hilux models are one of the most reputed workhorses in the automotive industry. In fact, I like to think of the Hilux as an icon. You see, it's an automotive icon. It's like how you have the Porsche Model 911, and then you also have the Ford Transit. Then you also have the Mercedes G-Wagon and the Mercedes S-Class. These are models that have been around for many, many decades without any compromise on values, and yet they've just seen constant evolution. You see, everybody trusts a Hilux, everybody trusts a Porsche Model 911, everybody trusts a Toyota Land Cruiser, Everybody trusts a Ford Transit. So this is where I see the Toyota Hilux as one of the most iconic pickups here, which explains why it starts at a price of only 28,000 euros. You see, that's the starting price. Whereas the Mitsubishi L200 Triton starts at around 20,000 euros. That's not to say that the Mitsubishi L200 is not iconic, but at the same time, it's just there's something about the Hilux that's something everybody in the world will recognize immediately. Whereas the Mitsubishi L200 Triton and the Nissan Navara, they had a little bit of a different reputation altogether, you see. But in a positive sense, because the Mitsubishi L200 Triton was more on the lifestyle side. You see, they had a more road-friendly pickups. And they had fame in different parts of the world, especially with the rally community. And then over here, we have the Renault Oroch. The Renault Oroch over here is one of the most interesting pickups, and I actually think it's one of the smartest innovations in the automotive industry because right here we're looking at a hybrid between a pickup and a proper like crossover SUV. You see, in fact, it's directly related to the Renault Duster, the previous generation Renault Duster, which explains why it shares the similar front design. But then towards the rear, you'll notice it's a proper pickup, indeed, with a bed liner already included. This is very generous, everyone. This is so cool. This is very, very smart. And I actually drove the Renault Oroch, and I have to say, it definitely feels like you're driving a car. It has a very car-like appeal to it. Whereas driving a Hilux, you definitely feel like you're driving a tractor because it's got the highest seating position of all the pickups I've driven here. And then over here, we have the Hilux GR Sport. That's if you want to take it a notch up. You know, you want to go more sporty. This is the beast for you. The Hilux GR Sport. You see this? The Hilux GR Sport. And then further, let me show you further what goes on. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Just behind the Lexus. Oh, actually, I have something very cool to show you all. So we've added some more accessories to other vehicles on customers' request. A customer requested us to add alloy wheels to his Land Cruiser 79, no, more like Land Cruiser 250 Prado. Now, these are very, very cool choices, I tell you this right now. Something very unique, actually. I've never seen this before. So, as I mentioned earlier, Lexus LX 600. Hamza, for the price of the Toyota GR Sport, the Toyota GR Sport costs around the Toyota Hilux GR Sport costs around 51,000 euros. The Toyota Hilux GR Sport costs at around 51,000 euros. Okay, that's the price of it. So it's a very very it's quite nice actually in my opinion. It's quite nice. Let me show you the Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prados, which we added accessories to. So on a customer's request, we added these 22-inch alloys. See this? 22-inch alloys. And we've also added leather seats to the interior. So for this one, we added the white leather seats. It's like beige, light beige or white. And then to the other one, we've added tan leather seats. Well, I like to call it orange, but I think the appropriate term is tan or caramel or so. So it's quite nice. It's very, very, very cool. Very nice alloys, by the way. It's And as I mentioned at the beginning of this live session or earlier in the live session, these are an army of Suzuki Jimneys that have been sold and are just waiting for the green lights to get moving. And I think there's a car carrier that's going to collect them. And then just over here, we have the Land Cruiser 250 Prado VXL First Edition. This is the top of the range. And it's quite notable from a distance with the unique body paint, which is beige. And the roof is white. And for the interior, it's very well equipped, by the way. You have the leather seats with the multifunctional steering wheel, automatic transmission, center and rear differential lock. And you even get a cool box, if I'm not mistaken. And you also have a 360-degree parking camera, ventilated front and rear seats, and heated and ventilated for all seats, actually. So it's very, very well equipped. I tell you this already. And here at Transmobile, we can order other vehicles. In fact, we do have a number of Land Cruiser 300s. Great SUVs, I tell you. Very high demand, very reliable. It's very good. And then here we have more Suzuki Jimnys with different configurations. Some of the Suzuki Jimny 5-doors have okay, so for those of you wondering about the price, the Suzuki Jimny 5-doors start from around 18 to 17,000 euros, somewhere in that price range, and they go up to 28,000 euros. Now this depends on various factors like configurations. Like some of them have the GL trim level, some of them have the GLX trim level, and then there are other factors in the sense the options list on them, and then the homologation. Some of them have the European homologation, which means they can be driven in Europe, but please contact our sales team to cross-verify whatever I just said, because maybe I'm wrong. I'm just assuming whatever I at this point, because I know that there's a homologation process where you can buy a vehicle from here and you can make it quote unquote Europe friendly, but it's a different process altogether. It can be a bit expensive here because all the vehicles here at Transmobile are tropicalized, which means they have a reinforced suspension, reinforced radiator, and reinforced air conditioning, which therefore means that you cannot. You have to. Uh, you have to be. Yeah, it's they don't exactly comply with the EU norms. You see, they're mostly for outside the EU. See this? Here we are, the back of an ambulance, which we modified here at Transautomobile. And then here we have the Toyota Corolla Crosses. Now, the Toyota Corolla Cross is actually a genius creation, just like the Toyota RAV4, because we're looking at the best of both worlds. We're looking at the exterior, which has a crossover SUV image, or SUV image rather, and then the interior, which feels like you're driving a normal car. I drove the Toyota Corolla Cross, and it definitely feels like you're driving a Toyota Corolla. The steering wheel is actually one of the best. It kind of reminds me of the Opel Insignia. The Opel Insignia has one of the best steering wheel ever. The steering wheel is just so light and everything. It's just very, very nice to drive, honestly. And the Suzuki Jimny is also nice to drive. It feels like you're driving a true off-roader. I think that's what makes the Suzuki Jimny quite admirable. It's definitely like a modern day Willys Jeep, as I emphasized before. The Toyota Corolla Cross is like it definitely is a proper city car, very city friendly. At the same time, just easy to maneuver with in the cities. It's very, very good, very, very practical. I give you that. And here we have the Land Cruiser. No, we have the Toyota. No, here we have the Mitsubishi L200 Triton GLs. Now, very soon I'll be releasing a comparison video on YouTube. Well, I'll be working on a video, rather, a comparison video between the Mitsubishi L200 Triton GL, the Toyota Hilux Pack Security, and then also the Renault Aroc. So I look forward to seeing you all on that video. I want to see your comments there. It's going to be amazing to see what you all think in comparison to all these three pickups, because I think these three have their own magic. They definitely have their own things that helps them shine. You see, their own values. So over here. And then over here, we have an army of Toyota coaster buses. I mentioned about them to you guys earlier. I'll show you what they are like in detail right now. Now, just over here, we have the Toyota coaster buses. They are really, really, uh, what I think like one of the hottest selling buses of ours. Now, this is not well. This is like between the mini buses and a proper coach. You see, something good as a shuttle for the airport shuttle, or also a good school bus, something like a school bus. And then over here we have the Astra HD9 4x4s. And here we added the accessories at Transit Mobile on a customer's request. We added the flatbed drop side. We had the drop side flatbed and the fast seat crane. So that's a plus. And the one thing to note about Astra HD9 trucks is that they have a reinforced chassis beam, which means the chassis beam is thicker, which is better adapted for heavy duty when compared to the Iveco trucks' chassis beams. And then here we are, in front of the buses. Now, the Toyota Coaster is something in very high demand. A lot of people ask questions about the coaster buses. There are different configurations of them. Some of them have additional seats to them. They have up to 30 seats. Some of them are 23 seaters. And some of them are only 22 seaters. And it should be noted that there's some which have the fridge inside. So with the fridge inside, that takes up one seat extra. So yeah, as you can see, different configurations. And we also have other mini buses like the Toyota Hiace. Now we have different Toyota Hiace versions. We have the high roof and we have the standard roof. Here we are. This is the high roof version over here. It's quite nice. I had the chance to drive the Toyota Hiace, and I have to say it's I think one of the best mini buses I've ever driven. It's just very comfortable, and it's I like how quiet the handbrake is. The handbrake is just so quiet, and the steering is very smooth. Really, guys, I tell you that already. The steering is so smooth. I was very, very impressed. It was so impressive, honestly. I like it. I like it. And then over here, Land Cruiser 70 series, as I mentioned earlier. This is good. We good. We good. It's nice. Now, as a rule of thumb, it should be noted that all the 78 series, which is the one with the higher roof and the three-door version, they have the trooper seating set up at the back, as you can see. Look at this. They have the trooper seating set up at the back. It's a very great, very popular choice for law enforcement, military, and also good for ambulance conversions. And then we have the 76 version, which is kind of like your average 4x4. So it's a 5-door version. Look at this 5-door version. But make no mistakes, this is not a 7-seater. This is a 10-seater because just right next to the driver's seat, you have space for 2 passengers. And towards the middle row, you have space for 3 passengers. And towards the last row, you have space for 4 passengers. So if you do the math, you'll see how much seats there is. It's amazing. This is amazing. This is real cool. Great. Bonjour. Alors, pour le prix du coaster et IS, alors, je ne sais pas le prix, mais je pense que le IS démarre vers 30 000 euros, je pense. Mais sinon, je vais vous répondre plus vite possible, Alan. Je pense que le IS, c'est vers 30 000 euros. Et pour le coaster, ça démarre à, on dirait, entre 40 ou 50 000 euros pour le coaster, ou bien 60. Je ne suis pas sûr. Mais je sais qu'il y a une coaster qui coûte 70 000 euros. Ça, c'est ce que j'en ai vu une fois. Pour le coaster. Et voilà. All right, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm going to wrap this up right now. But it was so great seeing you all in this live session. Take great care of yourselves. Push the follow button, push the like button, and stay tuned for our TikTok live session at 11 a.m. CST today. All right, take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. All right,